This program is supported by Main Street Bookends of Warner for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner.
Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from what I like to call this time of year, Santa's Workshop. MJ Harrington's right here in downtown Newport, and I'm now joined by the guy himself, David Lantz. Hello, David.
Good morning, Abby.
It's always fun to talk with you, but especially this time of year. I think we talked to you in early spring, which then leads into summers of gift giving and engagements, and now again into the holiday season, which is the time to give gifts. So you must be fairly busy.
Right out straight. And we've actually been very busy for the last couple of years, despite COVID. We've been very fortunate.
Well, you have an amazing community that loves you here, so it helps that we just have to come and say hi to you here at MJ Harrington's. Talk about the history, because there's a big year coming up in 2023 for MJ Harrington's and the Lantz family. But you've been a staple here in Newport for a long time.
We have. I took over the business from my dad in 1992. He took over the business from his sister, Phyllis Harrington, in 1970. And they started the business, or bought an existing business, in 1948. So it's been in our family since June of 1948, which means, do the math, 75 years next June. So we will be having a fun 75th anniversary celebration June 21st, or in that zone, but that's the exact date.
Wow.
That, they purchased the business.
How much of the business is still the same 75 years later?
A lot of the fundamentals never changed. The service part of it was always important to Uncle Mike and Aunt Phyllis and to my dad. Uncle Mike and my dad were both watchmakers. I chose not to jump into that field.
Okay.
And I really enjoy the bench work, but I'm also a gemologist, and I really enjoy people. So I spend my time in a lot of different arenas. Uncle Mike was strictly a watchmaker, hardly ever waited on customers, and my dad was more of a good watchmaker, but really loved the people.
Huh.
So it's kind of evolved. Fundamentally, though, the service component, they both served in the Second World War, and service was always at the forefront of their mind, and they were really diligent about making sure that was our MO, and always has been, always will be.
Wow. Well, and your family history goes so far back in the town of Newport, too, which obviously helps that people just know that this is the place to come and see. And nothing really has changed from that aspect, that you're still born and raised here in Newport.
Well, I was actually born in Claremont.
The truth comes out.
But I've spent the vast majority of my life here in Newport, and it's just a great community, very vibrant in its own way. Lots of things get done, sometimes under the radar, but they're doing some really good things right now around town, and we're proud to be part of this downtown community.
Important to mention, but you also have an amazing staff here that has been, I'm sure, throughout the years, the 75 years, but you continue to only have amazing staff that's very knowledgeable and helpful to anybody that comes in.
We are very fortunate. We have some great people that love jewelry, but also understand the kind of the motivation that we all have every day to serve customers the best way we know how, and to hopefully have people always leave with more than they expected. And that's been one of our goals over the years, is to do just that. So I am very blessed to have some super duper people I work with every day.
That's fantastic. It is the holiday season. There's a lot happening. Talk about getting your holiday shopping done at MJ Harrington's. What can people come in and check out?
We have more inventory this time of year than we do any other time of year, and the inventory is still coming from the back office out as we complete it and as we fill in those gaps. I think we'll probably, by the time the first part of December comes around, we'll have as large an inventory as we've ever had. So we're ready for a busy season, and the crew is ready to do fancy gift wrapping and whatever else goes along with those, as well as engraving. And then we're ready right after Christmas to do ring sizing and whatever else, watch band adjustments that are necessary. But it's we definitely elevate our game this time of year.
It is a busy year. That's a good thing to talk about too. When you open your gift and maybe it doesn't fit quite right, or you need a couple links of a watch taken off or added, those are all things that people can come in and have you do.
Absolutely, we're happy to do that and get those gifts right back on the finger or on the wrist of the new.
Yeah,
the new owner.
The new owner. One thing I always love mentioning is the awesome guys that you have kind of behind the scenes that work the bench. You mentioned once before, you think it's over 100 years of expertise back there. How important of a part of business is that?
It's a critically important part of what we do. They understand the different steps involved, whether it be repair, restoration, creation of a new piece.
Yeah.
Tom, the oldest employee in terms of experience, has been with us 31, it'll be 32 years in January. He's been at the bench 46.
Wow.
And then between Dave and Kenny, Kenny's over 20 years, Dave as well. So we have over 100 years between the three of them. And then I toss in, I really haven't been at the bench all of my career, but I have been in the business. It'll be 47 years next May. So.
Incredible. Well, 47 years, 75 years is also the important one to mention. People should take a peek come June for some sort of celebration to celebrate 75 years of MJ Harrington.
We intend to.
All right, we'll pay attention. David Lantz, always great to talk with you.
Great to chat with you, Abby.
Thank you. Thanks to our good friends here at MJ Harrington's in Newport for hosting us these last 2 weeks. Their commitment to exceptional craftsmanship and thoughtful customer service go hand in hand with their dedication to the community. Our next Yankee Chronicle will be presented by Ledyard Bank and Wealth Services. We'll meet the team that provides personal, business, and wealth management from the Upper Valley to New Hampshire's capital city and everywhere in between. Tune in to our Game of the Week every week on Sundays and Mondays at noon and 7 p.m. You can find it on NCTV 8 and at ycnnow.com or on demand. Check out the program schedule at ycnnow.com for the most up-to-date information on games, Yankee Chronicle, and specials. Join us again next week at the same time for another round of your Who, What, Where, and When show of the Lake Sunapee region. I'm Abby Peel. Stay safe, everyone.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and backup generators. Their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.